A lot of people don't know that gay people are some of the most powerful people on the planet Earth, on the face of this globe, or whatever you want to call it. You want to call it a flat terrain, whatever you want to call this thing that we're on. You want to call it a simulation, a silhouette. You want to call it an imagination, a dream, whatever you want to call this thing is. Let's get to the point today. The message is that gay people are some of the most powerful people on the planet. And a lot of times people, they learn that they're gay early, which is actually a spiritual attack from some type of entity, a spirit or witch. Gay people, they hold so much innate power from the stars, from the Most High, from the light source itself, that if you, as a malevolent power, forcefully cause those people to react and give up their power, you do it through impatience. Impatience is the inability to wait on something through its proper maturation, right? Now, the maturation is the gender identity, the identity of the gender being established, which doesn't happen sometimes for years. And so, unfortunately, when gay people decide to forego that, they forfeit all that extra power that they were supposed to have. There's no one who can read a room like a gay person. Do you know why? It's because most likely 9 times out of 10, they've been doing that since they were small children. And so when I imply that gay people are the most powerful people on the planet, I'm saying to you that they have an extra sensory perception that most people don't have. And the malevolent, evil, dark influences of this world sees and knows that, probably before they're even born. So they try to find ways to attack their psychics and give them all type of anxiety so that they'll give up the ability and the fortitude of a true identity, which is the one gender role that they were sent down here to play. If you go to a movie set and they give you a role and a script and you don't play the role right, you get fired and sent home. Unfortunately, man has something called free will, and this is why gay people are so many in today, because they're actually being spiritually and energetically siphoned from the spiritual entities who are higher rulers of this world in the spirit of darkness. So the powers of darkness, as it is, see these people and they plot against them to give them something easily enough that they could take away. If you forgo the one power that God told you not to deny, which is to maturate and find your identity, then if you forgo that, you won't be able to ask why it was ever taken away, because as they say, you can't miss what you never had, right? And this is why a lot of gay people are gay, because they don't know that they had a fruition of power that was supposed to come into an exact, or I'll make a word up and I'll say inexactity of an example. We'll say Christ. Christ was an exactity of power, who was able to fully maturate to the 100th percentile range. Unfortunately, gay people are spiritually preyed upon early as children, and they lose their way, thus giving up and forfeiting their entire ability. Only a person who truly knows can tell you this. I've spoken to the angel as a child, and I got that information from a long time ago. I just could not put it into words or convey it. But I want to let you know that if you are gay, if you feel like you are homosexual, that you can come back to your father. You can come back to mama. You can come back to the Holy Rock HaKodesh. You can always make way to come back home. The way we were sent here is the way that we're supposed to return back. You leave from the dance with the person that brought you there, okay? And you do your best along the way. And sometimes you have to wait, and it is impatient. And it is hard to wait, because some gay people know who they are as children. And this is a fact as to why some of them cannot and don't want to wait. How would you feel to be an adult in a child's body and to have certain feelings and inklings and notions and understandings of what it feels like to be an adult and to remember your prowess, your lower chakras, and have to wait? As the angel told me, if you wait and forget about it and live your life, it'll come back around. You'll be able to use it. And when I did, I used it. And I guarantee you, I'd rather be single. I love you guys. Y'all bless. Peace.